Hey guys, my name is Casey and today we're going to be looking at a really easy and simple strategy that you can use in the classroom when you want to introduce word recognition in the form of some sort of activity or strategy that you can do with the students. So this is called dictation, and specifically it's going to be syllable dictation. And the whole point of this exercise is to break a word down into its syllables so that you can spell it easier. And then once you have each individual syllable, now you have phonemes that you can break. You have combinations of letters that you can break apart into phonemes, which will make it easier for you to spell in the end. So let's start with an example. So you have mitten, M-I-T-T-E-N. Now you say, students say mitten, mitten. Now say, what are the sounds, what are the syllables in mitten? Use your fingers and count them out. You have mitten. You say, okay, great. Now what's the first syllable? Mit. Now break that syllable into individual phonemes. So the class goes, okay, it. Have them write that down, mit. So they should be able to know now that mit is the first syllable in mitten because you broke that down into its syllable. You broke it down into its phonemes. Now you can just go letter by letter to figure out how to spell it for them. And that makes it easier on them. So then you say, okay, what's the second syllable? Ten. Say, okay, what are the individual phonemes? What are the individual sounds in that syllable that you can break down? So mit, t, n, 10. So now you have students that are able to spell mitten because you broke it down into its two parts. And then in addition to that, if you'd like, you can also go down here and say, okay, what kind of syllables are these? You have mit, vowel surrounded by two consonants, that would be closed. Same thing here, you have vowel and then two consonants on each side, so it's closed. That's just something you can add in for, if your students are more advanced. But then the point at the end that you want to highlight is showing it on the board. So you want to go to the board and show that it's mitten. This is what you should have. If you don't have this, you did something wrong. So if you go to a student and you look over their shoulder and it says this, you say, okay, I know what happened here, but that's incorrect. How can I help you? The very important part of this exercise is honesty and going around the room being able to look at your mistakes and say, okay, what did I do wrong? Because what I did wrong might impact the people around me. They might have the same questions. So by the end of this activity, students should be able to go backwards and forwards with how to look at words, break them down into their syllables. Once you have them in their syllables, use your phoneme awareness and say each individual letter, break it down. Now you can spell it a lot easier. So that is a strategy that you can use with students. It's really, really good. It's really easy to do, especially since it only requires a piece of paper and your voice.